Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the NECA Real Toys 40th Anniversary Ultimate ET. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging. And here we've got a peg hook up here. NECA ET, the extraterrestrial. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole if they don't belong there. Ages 14 and up. Some nice artwork of ET and his ship in the background, or the ship his family lives on, whatever it is. ET 40. And there's the Emblem Entertainment logo. I mean, Elliot and ET riding in front of the moon. Again, nice illustration here of E.T. in the forest with his ship in the background. Ultimate E.T., not to be confused with Deluxe Ultimate E.T. Then on the bottom, we've got some credits. NECA, Emblem, Universal, Real Toys, symbols I'm not going to learn, that number, and a barcode. Made in China print. So on this side, 40, and a nice photograph, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't look like a render, so that's real life photography of E.T. in the blanket Ultimate E.T. On this side, E.T. and Elliot riding in front of the moon. Nice artwork, Ultimate E.T. And then here we've got some stuff down here. Ouch! On the bottom, wait a minute, we already did the bottom. Did we do the top? Yes, we did. So, on the back, finally, E.T. the Extraterrestrial includes candy bag, blanket accessory, speak and spell, potted plant, interchangeable necks and hands. And if it's like the Deluxe Ultimate Edition, it does not include extra necks. But we'll see. So here we have some nice photography of the figure in various poses. And then here we have, I want to say that's an illustration of E.T. with some stuffed animals. Bring the magic and excitement of E.T. the Extraterrestrial into your world. As your friendship with E.T. grows, relive all of his earthly encounters or look to the stars and create your own unforgettable interactive adventures with E.T. The possibilities are endless. And there's the 40th anniversary logo. That does it for a look at the packaging. Wait a minute. There's more. And you open it up, and then you have some more nice practical photography going on the inside flap here, and then a nice window showcasing the figure and accessories, one of which has fallen out. That, my friends, completes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers to help us take a look at some of the smaller accessories. And here is one big old bag of peanut butter flavored candy in a candy shell. So I think we all know what this is, but you know, for reasons they couldn't really print that on here. And I think maybe in the later edition of the movie they may have changed it. So, you know, it's all molded in this one color plastic, and then it has, I'm guessing, a tampo here on it, maybe some paint apps for a few colors in the candy there. So, there's that. Especially need that with an ET figure. Next up, we have the Speak and Spell, and I'm going to drop it. So, you know, it pretty much looks like what you would remember from the 80s. Got the Texas Instruments logo on it. Speak and Spell, some colored buttons, a display there, LCD display, but not in the way you guys think, modernly. And then there's where the speaker is, and the handle, and the nice bright colors. It's even got some details on the back, battery compartment, on and off switch it looks like, and you know, screw holes where the thing was put together. So that's pretty cool that they put that much detail into it. And then here's the flowers that he, you know, bright fingers or whatever you want to call it. He puts the shiny finger to it and makes it grow. So we got some paint apps for the flowers here. I think like some of these leaves, like from here up, I think is all a separate piece, and then these are part of that, and then there's another piece, and I think it's a separate piece from the pot as well, and then they're all put and glued together. But you know, even down in the stuff here on the top of the pot, you can see there's a little bit of color and stuff. So very cool looking, well, very flowery looking at least, and you know, it looks pretty good. Now let's take a look at the hands. There is one pair of hands that go together, and then two other hands. So the set of hands are just kind of regular resting hands. Nice molded details, nice wash, and this applies to all the hands. Nice wash to help those details stand out, and it's on an in and out hinge. And again, same for this kind of resting hand. And then here's the I'll be right here hand. It's got a nice little paint app on the end to simulate the glowing of the finger. And again, nice molded details, nice wash, in and out hinge. And then here is the adult beverage can holding hand. And unfortunately, it did not come with an adult beverage for him to hold. But if you get one of those cans off of Temu, fits right in there, my friends. And again, nice molded details, nice wash, in and out hinge. And the last accessory that we have is this blanket that he wears over him to keep warm. It's just a nice soft plastic bendable piece, or flexible piece, I should say. Now let's take a look at the figure itself, and I will say this one has a little more heft to it than the Deluxe Ultimate that has the light up feature in the chest, because I'm assuming that one is kind of hollow in there to battery compartments and buttons and lights and that kind of stuff. So this one has a little more heft to it. It's feels like the torso is very solid. And again, just like the hands, nice molded details, a nice wash in there to just kind of help it stand out. You know, some of the things that NECA is really good at are these sculpting and deco apps. And there's his face, the face that everybody loves. There's nice big eyes, and you know, they're decoed good. I don't know if it's like, I'm assuming it's a tampo of some sort, or maybe even a sticker, but I don't think it's a paint app per se. But just look at all the detail through this guy. Now, one thing, the box did say it comes with extra neck pieces, and it did not. And the same holds true for the Deluxe Edition as well. It did not come with extra necks either. So we're missing those accessories. Let's talk about his articulation a bit. We have a full dumbbell in the bottom of the neck and in the top of the neck, and in the, I guess, the hips. And then, you know, just standard kind of hinges here in the arms. So let's take a look at the articulation, like I just said I was going to do, but I didn't. I said some other things instead. So he can look up that high to see if mom and dad are coming back for him. He can look down that low so he can make the plants grow, or look at Gertie. At the top of the neck, there is a 360 degree rotation. At the bottom of the neck, there's also a 360 degree rotation. At the shoulder, another 360 degree rotation. Oh, and I forgot to say, he does have chicken neck a little bit, and he does have waggle at the bottom, and he's got some little bit of waggle at the top of the neck. So 360 degrees at the shoulder, raises his arm up past 90 degrees, which is more range than I personally got out of the deluxe version. He only got about 90 degrees. Single hinge and swivel at the elbow, swivels around 360 degrees and gives you that much bend, but you can see you get a little gappy there. 360 degrees of rotation at the wrist. It's on an in and out hinge just like the rest of the hands, and this one is as well. There is no articulation in the torso at all, so no twist, no bend, no crunches, no bending back. At the ankles, we already discussed that it's on dumbbells, and he can give you that much of the splits. It does rotate 360 degrees there, and it will go forward that far and kick back that far. So not a bad range for what it is. And of course, you know, there's no ankle tilt or anything like that. It's all in that ball at the hip. Now, as far as the blanket, you do have to remove his head. I know that can be upsetting. And then you put the blanket down on him, and then replace the head, and there you go. E.T. is all ready for blanketed adventures. And that, my friends, is a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review: comparisons. And here we have the NECA Real Toys Ultimate E.T. the Extraterrestrial with the NECA Real Toys Deluxe Ultimate E.T. the Extraterrestrial, the NECA Real Toys Ultimate ALF Alien Lifeform, and Star Wars The Black Series Episode 1 The Phantom Menace Sebulba. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the NECA Real Toys Ultimate E.T. the Extraterrestrial, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch scale comparison, from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final ramblings on the NECA Real Toys E.T. the Extraterrestrial 40th Anniversary Ultimate E.T. the Extraterrestrial, I have to say, you know, I can see the difference between this version and the deluxe version. While the deluxe version didn't necessarily come with more accessories, I think they were bigger accessories. But I like the accessories that this one comes with as well. They're appropriate for the character, the peanut butter candy, the flowers, and the speak and spell. All very big parts of the movie, as well as the characters. The blanket, you know, I mean, it's an okay piece, a soft goods piece. Probably wouldn't have worked as well in this case, but, you know, it's appropriate to the scene that this one is based off of. And, you know, I like this figure. Now, the box does say that it contains extra necks, so I'm assuming it's got like this short one, then there's the medium one and the long one, but it didn't come with those pieces. So there's me bumping the camera. There is that kind of sucks. They say it's coming with a piece, it doesn't come with that piece. So shame on you, NECA. So I don't know if that was, you know, a miscommunication with the packaging department, or if it was a cost thing and it was cut at the last minute and they forgot to take it off the box, or I don't know what the issue there was, but issue nonetheless. But you know, again, if you can find this guy on clearance and you want an ET to fudge into your Star Wars display, or you know, just want an ET figure, I think it's a really good one. And while it might not be super duper articulated, it's articulated in all the parts that it can be, based on the character and his movements and the design of the, I guess it was a suit for some parts in the movie, and then probably an animatronic for others. But I think it's a really good representation of the character, and the accessories are kind of cool. You know, if you lived through that time period. If you didn't, you don't really know what these things are, then I'm sure you know what the peanut butter candies are and you know what flowers are. But the speak and spell you might not necessarily know if you didn't grow up during that time period. But overall, I like this figure. I think it's a pickup if you want an ET in your collection. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you. But only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That is ideal. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And that's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.